Hey guys, my name is Simpzy. How you all doing? Welcome back to some more Total War Warhammer 3. Here today on the channel, we're going to be checking out the Daemon Prince, which is Creative Assembly's first customizable legendary lord for Total War Warhammer. So, if you like the sound of that, feel free to leave the video a like and subscribe if you're new. So, as the Daemon Prince, or whoever you wish to name him, you can change his physical appearance from his head, torso, wings, arm, you can even change his tail pieces, which are tied to various chaos gods. The campaign is very customizable, from armies, units, skill points, effects, abilities in your campaigns, which you can choose from a hybrid of chaos gods. For example, you could have a front line melee infantry made up of Khorne units, while having Zinch missile units firing over the top, bringing some support. You can also have some Slanesh chariots flanking on the left and right, or maybe you're a fan of Nurgle and his Pestilence units. There are really countless possibilities in campaigns with this faction. So for this video, I thought of naming my own Daemon Prince after a comic book demon. I initially thought with maybe going with Marvel's Mephisto, but I've opted to go for DC's Trigon instead. So without further ado, let's start our Trigon Daemon Prince campaign. Okay guys, welcome to the campaign map. So in today's video, I'm going to be going through the first initial turns as the Daemon Prince, and hopefully we can get a strong start. I think like my ideal Daemon Prince build would have like a couple units, 3-4 melee units of like Khorne heavy hitters. I would love to have Zinch units as my main missile units in my army, and with some like Nurgle supporting Pestilence units. Look, you don't want to stretch yourself too thin, and you really can't have like sort of the end tier of everything. It just takes too long, so you do have to be a little bit frugal of where you spend the points. So you can't have every unit, it's just going to take too long. So I think Slanesh in this playthrough might not make the cut. Okay, so early on we want to try and secure this entire province, which is the Ice Tooth Mountains. Here are some of the skills and stuff. You're most welcome to pause and have a read if you want to have a bit of an in-depth look. Okay, so we're currently in sort of the lower left of the map. Below us is like Kislev, the Empire, and like Marienburg and stuff. So this is where we're situated. In the Cathay playthrough, we're in like the top right of the map. So I think we start off with fighting this initial army. Decisive victory, not too difficult, but I would like to show off some of the units for this first fight. I've got a nice mix of units as well. Khorne, Slanesh, Nurgle, Zinch. So, let's get stuck in. So, our Daemon Prince at the moment, Trigon, looks pretty vanilla at the moment. We haven't got any customizable pieces just yet. So, I think we'll start going down, let's say, the Zinch, Chaos, Pantheon. Then I might mix things up and go with Khorne and Nurgle. But yeah, you've only got a limited number of points, so you don't really want to go too heavy on one, I think. But you also don't want to put them all into 4, unless you're just raking in the chaos currency. So here are some of the Zinch missile units, the blue horrors. I really do like them a lot. I think they're going to be really crucial early in our playthrough, so we can get a bunch of them. That'll be great. We've got some little Nurgle units here. Check out how crazy these guys look. We've got some Slanesh swordsmen here as well. They're going to be one of our stronger units. We've got some Nurgle units here as well, flying. Look how gross looking these things look. Crikey. Further down here, we've just got some more Nurgle units. And of course, we have some Khorne units here as well. So, it shouldn't be too difficult this first initial fight against Nordlings. I've only got 2 units of spears in the general unit. We've also got some cavalry over here as well. Slanesh cavalry. What's this? Some sort of shrine to Zinch or some various chaos god. Alright, so 2 units of spears. The general unit, which is probably going to be the more difficult unit out of all of them to deal with. I've got some archers there as well. Alright, so nothing too fancy. Let's just move up and get stuck in. Alright. So we'll flank with our quicker cavalry units. So we really haven't got too many spells early on just yet. Just some minor buffs we can give to our Demon Prince. Aptly named Trigon. He's getting some hits on here. Just got to watch out for those huntsmen. But he's about to descend on their general unit. And here comes the might of chaos. Oh my god. Hacking and slashing through those spearmen. Okay, so we're flanked around properly. We want to try and hit them from all angles. And give out some initial attacks as well. We've got our Zinch missile horrors in the center. And looks like you've got a couple of units sitting idly by. So a good charge in on the side. All out Trigon to target their lords. Oh my god, those poor spearmen are going flying. So, not the most difficult fight, this first one. Just sort of testing out the new units. But so far, from what we've already seen from this, Slanesh has very strong cavalry and essentially chariot units. Zinch has the missile, Khorne with the melee, and Nurgle with the pestilence and spells. But look at this, the might of chaos going in here. Khorne, Nurgle, Slanesh. It's going crazy. Oh my god. These poor spearmen, these poor men of the Empire really didn't stand much of a chance. So we'll quickly try and run down as many of them as possible. I'm curious to see the casualties sustained and inflicted. These horrors would have done quite well. As Trigon tries to run down the enemy general. Our blue horrors trying to soften him up. Before our Demon Prince comes flying and slamming on in. Come on. Bring and run him down. Oh my god. Just bowled him over there. And I don't think he's getting back up. Alright, what other units have we got here? Just some more running down. Alright, we'll just try and mop up the last of these. Speed things up. And then we should be able to push into our first piece of territory with impunity. As we're running down the last of these units, I just thought I'd make you guys aware that I am running on a time restriction for these videos. So there's a caveat for this early access that I'm only allowed to record a certain amount of gameplay. So I thought I'd let you guys sort of decide. So let me know, do you want to see more gameplay of this Demon Prince campaign or Cathay? Because I really can only focus on one just over the next couple of weeks. Once I get more allotted time, I'll be able to do more. So I think judging it by your feedback in the comments, and also whichever one gets the most sort of support, the likes, the views, and the comments and stuff. So if you want to see more of this Demon Prince campaign, support it, or Cathay vice versa. Shouldn't be too much longer now. A decisive victory. Perfect. So what are the losses? And we're looking at, we lost 14 Chaos minions, okay? And we destroyed their entire army. The cavalry did quite well. I thought the horrors would have done a little bit better. The Khorne units did really quite well. Trigon getting 36 kills himself. So I will also have to edit these videos a little bit more than what my regular series would be. So you might notice a lot more editing as well, just due to the time restriction again. But when Warhammer is fully released and out, we won't have this problem going into later into the year. Alright, so let's keep on going on. Let's keep up and continue on with the initiative. So we haven't unlocked anything just yet with just that initial fight. I don't think we can get any chaos points until we take some territory. So let's push into the Doom Keep. So we've got a couple of options here. We can resettle specifically to any god, or we can do nothing. So we're going to resettle, and we're going to focus on Zinch, I think. Yeah, we'll go with Zinch early on. And we might be able to get some initial Zinch units here as well. But here is our capital, the Doom Keep. This is where Trigon will set up his lair, let's say. So here are some of the units that we can recruit. And we can get some more additional lords as well to either the 4 Chaos Gods. We're making a little bit of money, which is nice, but I don't think we need an additional lord just yet. But if you're undecided of what Chaos God you want to play, chuck up a Daemon Prince campaign and just sort of test out the units. It gives you a bit of a taste and a tease of what some of the other Chaos factions have. So, now that we've dedicated the cities of Zinch, we can recruit Zinch units here now properly. So, although we've unlocked them, we will have to put in some investment to get some of the higher tier Zinch units. So we've made it our region capital, Zinch, and then I guess in these other settlements, when we take them, we might chuck one to Nurgle, Khorne, and whatnot. Alright, so we have unlocked a tail piece here, and also we can get an additional 3% to Zinch if we want. So, yeah, look at this, our first piece of customizable items, I guess. So, look at this crazy looking tail. It's got a mouth and teeth on it. Crikey. It also gives us armor-piercing damage as well. It makes him a little bit stronger. So we can now recruit some of our own blue horrors and also some chaos furies as well. So let's start off with getting some blue horrors into our army build. And then we'll continue to push further south into Empire and Norscan territory. Okay, so before we march down to the Bay of Blades, push further south, what we want to do is, I'm actually curious to have a look at the unit and spell browser here at the moment, and you're most welcome to pause and have a look at some of the stats as well, but please take into consideration that Warhammer 3 is still under development, and this is an early access build, so there will be some things throughout this campaign that may or might not be subject to change. So here is the lore of Slanesh. Might have a look at Nurgle and Zinch as well. So, the blue fire, that looks really quite cool. Oh, gross. Let's have a look at some of these spells. Oh, Blight Boil Explosion. This is going to be gross, I reckon. Oh my god. Look at that. We might be able to get that in this campaign soon, hopefully. What else we got here? Yeah, we'll leave everything else to a little bit later. Alrighty. So, yeah, I guess we push down to Bay of Blades, unless we get intercepted here as we end the turn. Okay, and we've unlocked our first Iridescent Horror. So, this is our wizard, essentially. So, he's going to be quite strong. I don't want him to reduce our movement as we move south, so I might get him to move on with us. Actually, he could very well scout down there, to be fair, which is probably not a bad idea. But we'll push down into the Bay of Blades. And, yeah, he will have some more additional range. So we'll move the Iridescent Horror as well. We can't quite see what's down there, but we should be okay. It's not that much of a large garrison. I could have stayed in my territory to recruit, but I think we're okay, just to continue to go south as quick as possible. So we've got some undivided glory as well. So that's just a bit of everything. Chaosy, let's say. Right, let's move the Daemon Prince Trigon south. And another decisive order resolve, but we'll play this one as well. And have our first siege of our Daemon Prince Warhammer 3 campaign. Alright, nothing else we can do here. We'll move in our Iridescent Horror just to give us some magical support. So we're still quite a way off getting some helms and additional swords and armor and stuff. So we'll fight this one. 2 units of Empire Swordsmen, 3 spears. Nothing too crazy. Alright, so we're back to the 4D settlements, of course, in Warhammer 3. We can set up from a multiple prong attack. So here is Trigon, and here is the settlement. Looks like some Norscan ruins. What's down there? Oh my god. Just complete darkness. Wouldn't want to fall down that. We've got some mammoth skulls as well scattered about. Now, the AI will be able to construct arrow towers and various traps and barricades, so we do have to be careful as we enter into the city. Well, I say city, it's not much of a city, is it? It's a frozen icicle by the look of it. But we will be able to attack from some multiple angles. So we'll allow the cavalry to flank, maybe some of the flying units as well, just to split up their attack. But the majority of my forces will be coming from this side where we deployed. So let's give out some attack orders as well. And come on, guys. Take the initiative and go. We'll send Trigon into the thick of it as well. I want to try and make him not a supporting lord, because even with that you can change his abilities and spells and stuff. You can make him a bit of a spellcaster. I kind of like my legendary lords to be super strong, super tanky, have heaps of hit points, armor and ward strength, just to be able to chuck them on in, get some decent damage off, and be able to stay in the fight for longer. I wonder if the Sword of Cain is in this build, actually. Like, could you imagine Trigon with the Sword of Cain? Crikey. He actually looks, like the sort of starting... He does look eerily like Trigon. That's what I sort of thought in the, oh, what is it called? I didn't watch it, but I did see a clip of it. It was the Teen Titans or whatever. I'm not sure everyone watching this who's ultra into Warhammer is into Marvel or DC. But regardless, we might even try and make him look a little bit tight by Trigon. So, we've got some Zinch spells coming on here. Oh my god, that's done alright. But I actually think it clipped the side of that big slab of ice there, which is super interesting. It didn't get the full effect just due to the terrain and topography of the battle map. Alright, let's give out some more attack orders here. So, we are getting held there on that high ground. They're holding me quite well. Trigon's into the thick of it as well. Alright, so flying units. Okay, now we learn can't take supply points. That's okay. They might be able to cause some mayhem on some units at the back. More additional reinforcements coming in. Our Demon Prince with his brand spanking new terrifying tail. He's getting stuck into it as well. With some Khorne bloodletters here. Advancing. Nurgle's coming with support to help out the bloodletters. Oh my god, I think it actually did a little bit of friendly fire there. Minions, stop attacking each other. And we've got some Zinch Blue Horrors getting some magical missile support over the top as well. Alright, I guess we try again with the blue fire. I don't think it even went off there because he wasn't in... Yeah. Oh no, he's going to go off. Ah, it completely missed this time. Look at that. It's actually like hitting the environment. It's not like clipping through. That's super interesting. It's kind of cool, actually. It adds a bit of realism there. So I've stuffed up a miscast there big time. And I've actually been hampered by the miscast hitting the environment. We've got some towers and stuff being constructed now closer to the center. But that's it. The decisive victory. And we've claimed our second settlement for the Demon Prince. This time around losing a couple more minions. 92 to be exact. The bloodletters, wow. 100 kills. The Slanesh units as well. We didn't use the chariot, not the chariots, the cavalry and hounds and aerial stuff too much in this fight. But Trigon got 87. So, we could go all down Zinch if we want, but I kind of want to show off some of the Khorne and Nurgle stuff. So I think we'll go with Khorne, and we'll bring some Khorne in to the Empire, I guess. Oh, so we've got a tutorial here. So, Demon Glory. Yeah, so here's just a bit of a tool tip. You're most welcome to pause and have a read of that if you're curious, but I think I've basically gone through that. Alright, so we can get a Khorne chest here, the spiked collar, which will give us a pretty huge spell resistance and melee attack, but we're probably not going to be fighting against too many sort of magical armies just yet, just where we are. We're mostly surrounded by Norsca and Empire type units. We also can change up the legs as well. That's cool. So already he's starting to look a little bit different. But the glory with this, like, this is the beauty of Total War being a sandbox game. You can really go wherever you want. You could choose a Nurgle Khorne hybrid one day, or maybe you can go down full Slanesh and Zinch in another playthrough as a completely renamed Demon Prince. And think of the mods as well. Now you can do all this. Like, I can't wait until modders get their hands on this customizable character. Alright, so now that we've secured the Bay of Blades, we've got a decision to make. Do we go east or west? I think we need to go further west more. That's where this territory is, but we will have to keep a watchful eye to our east, as we are surrounded by a lot of warring Norscan tribes. So we might chuck into Nurgle now as well, as we've already gone with Khorne and stuff. So yeah, you don't want to spread yourself too thin, I think. You want to focus either on, maybe even 3s too much, because it's going to take us a while and a fair bit of investment to get mid to late tier Nurgle and Zinch units. So we'll push up to the Longship graveyard, and we're already at war with a bunch of factions in and around here. So we might even get some Furies as well, just to help on out. And these guys might even have a bigger garrison. They are port cities, so we are going to have to defend them quite a bit if they do get attacked. But you don't have to occupy settlements. You can raise them if you want. The Doom Keep was actually full on destroyed, so that's why we had to bring it back. Okay, so it looks like there's an army inside. What do we want to do here? I think just getting some more blue horrors. We could try and draw it out. We could go for an ambush. Or should we just straight up siege it? The garrison actually isn't too big. It's nothing too crazy. You never know, they might push out an attack. We'll just see how the AI reacts. I want to get a full stack of 20 before we march even. Or attempt to go into the radius of the Longship. Alright, so just some more bonuses there from an event. Alright, nothing else we can do details and skill-wise? No. I think we're good. So we can even sort of have a look here as well. So Route Marcher. So Chaos Undivided has Lightning Strike, and here's some of the N tier stuff as well. So we can get minus upkeep for certain units as well. So that's a lot of skill points just to reduce Khorne units, which is really valuable. Lightning Strike as well is going to take a fair bit of investment. That's always good. Alright, let's move into the Longship graveyard and see what we're up against. Oh wow, a crushing defeat. Not even a valiant one. Wow, that's one of the worst you can get, I think. I guess we'll encircle for now. I kind of want them to attack me, which they might. So we'll burn maybe a turn or two. We'll see. So we'll see tomorrow. They're going to wait for 10. We're not waiting 10. Okay, so we've put a little bit of attrition into them. That's good. But they haven't attacked. That's going to allow my Iridescent Horror to go up in stats slightly. Oh, we've also got some buildings we can upgrade. So let's upgrade the Doom Keep, our capital, and we'll give him one more turn. Come on, attack me. Norsca want a non-aggression pact. No. I'm going to be going after your people, I'm afraid. So we've whittled them down a little bit there. And we've reduced the amount of men in the garrison slightly. Damn. I wasted a turn there, technically. Oh well. Oh, it's flipped to a decisive victory, but look how many units we're going to lose. We definitely have to fight this one. So we will. This will be our biggest fight of the series so far. Alright, so what are we looking really against as we load on here? So we've managed to knock out those Nordlings. Now we've got the Battle of the Longship Graveyard. So a lot of Marauders, Axemen, Felman Ingerson, and then they've got some cavalry as well. 1, 2, 3. That's really 4. So 6 ways in to this settlement. We can't actually attack from the back of it, but we've got a bunch of Zinch missile units. Hopefully got enough to sort of break and whittle them down. So let's be honest, these first 2 fights not the most difficult. 17 Winds of Magic, we'll take that. This time around it's our first real challenge. So we've deployed here on this right hand side. Okay, so that's a way on in. I don't think we attack from that side too heavy. That is a very narrow choke point. I don't think I want to try and force a way through. Look at that. We ain't going to move through that quite efficiently. So let's actually grab everyone. Let's Control A, and then we'll shovel everyone here. Yeah, there we go. That's a lot better. Oh, there's way more space there. So what I'll do is we'll try and divide everyone up. We're going to lose a lot of casualties in this one. It's swung back to a 55% in our favour. Not by much, though. We've got a lot of missile units with those horrors that can actually fight and skirmish quite a bit. But, yeah. Will it be enough? Alright, so let's go for a multiple pronged attack. Send you here. I might even group this aerial stuff because I really want them to try and annoy like cavalry or anything whether they're trying to skirmish us from. So let's send you up on here, and we'll send you as well. Get some attack orders up on the Marauders, and we'll try and get you to target a unit as well to start skirmishing, mate. And we'll move up our Iridescent Horror as well. Thankfully, the blue fire of Zinch we've upgraded a bit. That's going to be super helpful for this one. We've got some cavalry here as well, but so do they. So we might be able to wrap around on this side. Yeah, look at this. They have really put 3 units there on one point. We're better off going straight through the middle. Alright, let's grab these guys. Maybe try and help Trigon as he moves up on in. But here we go. The Demon Prince and his various Chaos minions go in as the Khorne Bloodletters are charging on in, ironically next to a plant that looks awfully like a piece of corn. Do you know like the sprout on the top of it? Quite fitting, I guess. Alright, let's charge on here against those Marauders. Even though they seem to be a little bit bunkered in, we might be able to get a good charge. Alright, let's move you up here as well. Good. The blue horrors are skirmishing, and we're just smashing the... Oh my god. We have completely crushed that unit on the left here, and we're starting to advance quite well. Alrighty, what's going on back here? Alright, he's doing alright. Alright, we've got a couple of explosion spells as well. So the beauty with Trigon now is that we can chuck him on into it, and he'll be able to take out a fair few units with him. They do have an arrow tower in play as well, which we will have to keep mindful of. Unfortunately, we don't have the range really on it. That's a nice cast there, clipping those units at the back. But we are slowly but surely advancing and taking the initiative, which is fantastic. Look, we might lose a fair few Chaos minions in this one. But we can get more on the way. Right, let's charge down here. Well, we'll have to keep an eye on the Demon Prince's health. It's about 50%. So we've got some hounds and our cavalry coming on in here. Oh, big charge there. And the Marauders have capitulated. Fantastic. Yeah, A little bit risky charging on in, but it's well worth it in the end. Oh, you're getting a little bit too low there for my liking. There's still a couple units around. Alright, let's fall you back. You never know, you might get caught. Alright, let's change up the rotation of the fight back there. So let's pull the Demon Prince back, and we'll send our flying units over to support. So far we're doing alright on the left. We're struggling on the right here slightly. Getting some shots off. So about 60, probably 65% in our favour now. The letters... Oh, actually our infantry's taking a bit of a bashing. Alright, let's move up. You got to give it to Norska. They've been brave, the Norskans. They've been brave and hearty fighters. They're really going to make us work. But to be fair, we might need, I don't know, a close victory or a Pyrrhic victory at the end of this one. It was a crushing defeat. The auto-resolve was really quite harsh, but it did change once we starved out the settlement for 2 turns or so. But I'm surprised they didn't come out and attack me. Quite often in Warhammer, when the balance of power is that much against you, they usually want to take the front foot forward. I know Trigon's low here, but I'm going to risk using his explosion spell here, because I think we might be able to do it. So let's drop that. Because that there, they're quickly moving back, because that might be enough to break and crush that unit and allow those 3 blue horrors that are getting tied up to move and go on forward. Alright. They slightly outnumbered us. But we've taken out more of them, which is the main thing. Okay, so it's 5,000 damage to break that down. I think we're better off just rotating around the back instead of breaking it down. That tower's now gone, which is brilliant. So let's advance. Our flying units are taking a battering. We've actually lost one of the Furies there. Yeah, you definitely need a couple of the flying units. Those Furies aren't the best, but situationally you do need some just to phase out missile units and cavalry units. Unfortunately, Trigon's really low here. I can't afford to lose him, so we'll set him further back, because if we do, we'll be in a bad situation. Alright, the Norskans are making their last final stand within the settlement as we start to cap it. We're getting some shots off here. My cavalry has made it here as well. Alright. Oh, we're actually still struggling to push through the center there. We've had a better on sort of the left-hand side of this battle map pushing on in. But we might be able to cap the town square and get the additional bonuses and hamper their morale. Even on the right here as well. Alright, now they're starting to capitulate. Okay. So, food for thought. You do have to be a little bit careful in this starting zone. Particularly against Norska. You're going in there. How have you not, like, fully gone? Let's move you back here. Oh, they're actually holding slightly. Just off the last bit of the cap. Their general's quite low. Oh no, we're good now. We're really good. It just looks like we're just sort of oh, there we go. I was gonna say we're just treading water a bit here, I feel, but we've gone out and won it. In the end, a Pyrrhic victory. Man, a lot of action just happened there. Crikey. Alright, so we lost 386. Yeah, we smashed them. The Bloodletters took a absolute battering, but they got 200 kills. I really like the look at those. There we go. Now we've got some blue horrors picking up some kills. Like 50 each. The cost efficiency of those units, from what I've already been playing, I haven't really seen what any other YouTubers have sort of said about them, because I don't know yet. But I'm really liking the look of these horrors. Okay, so we did lose a couple of Nurglings and stuff, but that's alright. Alright, so I think we give this one to good old Nurgle. Yeah, so now we've got Khorne, Nurgle, and Zinch Chaos points coming on in. Alright, so I think getting like efficiency is probably the best. Alright, I just had a quick read, so or do we make him a bit tougher? Nah, but then we can get more units and stuff. We will need some additional units to reinforce. Oh, so we can actually get some Nurglings here. I think I'll just go with more blue horrors, to be honest. Like, they only cost 400. The upkeep isn't too crazy either. And then we just need to take the Ice Break Fjord. And then we have the entire Ice Peak under our control. Alright, so we've got more body pieces. Flaming body, 25% armor. That's actually quite a bit. Oh, look how cool that looks. A crazy, fiery, flaming looking chest. And then we got these Wings of Pestilence as well. I did like the look of these. Plus 5% hit points. We lose the speed, but that's okay. I don't think we really need the charge bonus. Heavy braces here. Another more armor. Yeah, because that was actually a really good showcase. That how I wanted to play with him, chucking him in to the thick of it there, behind enemy lines. He did get a lot of his health taken out, so maybe tanking him up a bit, giving him some more armor and hit points, then we can get ward stuff a bit later, just to make him a little bit tougher. Because that's what I like to play with my lords like that. I like to chuck them and send them on into the thick of it. Alright, got some raiding here. Where's that going on? To the north that we can't see. Alright, no matter. Alright, not really much else we can do. I think we just full on go to the Ice Drake now. So let's move on up. No, we don't need the additional winds of magic. We might be just better off to encamp, to be honest. Oh, what's this? Actual Norska wants to talk to me. I'm not interested. They're further to the north. Fish in a barrel. Your demons have uncovered a network of caravans. We can cull them and get a bunch, or we can release and pursue them. We get a blade. No, we're definitely going to cull them immediately. That's a lot of currency there. That's actually kind of crazy, the amount adding on top. Yeah, because now we've unlocked these various helms. Oh my god. So we've unlocked one for exactly Khorne, Zinch, and Nurgle. Look at this. We can actually make him look more birdy. I don't think I want to. I want him I want him to look more Khorne demon-y. But so far, our Daemon Prince Trigon looks fantastic. Yeah, so you could really make him look more like a Zinch legendary lord, which is cool. I'm just trying to see here. The Purple Sun of Xerxes is actually quite good, but the thing is, there's like some of this is good, but I don't know if I like the look of some of it. You know what I mean? Like aesthetically, I think I want to go with the Khorne one. I'm happy with that. What do we got here? More armor, really. We'll go with that. The Scythe Arms. +7. So what happens if I try to attach that? Does he lose his sword, I wonder? Yeah, so you actually lose the sword. Well, I don't want to do that. Tail as well. Slime Trail. +10 armor, hit points. Yeah, because we want to try and get that up a bit. We might have to go with that. Oh, but the melee attack is actually okay with the armor. I think we'll just leave it at that for now. Building upgrade wise. Okay, so the demon... Not the demon. The Doom Keep. Well, I guess the demon owns the Demon Keep. But yeah, it's leveled up. We'll try and put some investment there. We've got a bunch of money, so we're all good. Alright, so we've run out of movement range because we're in a fort stance. But we'll move up. And no one seems to be here. Depending on the garrison, we might have to play it. But we'll see how we go. More raiding. Another mission has been issued. Alright, let's go on into the Ice Break Fjord. Okay. Oh, that's annoying. We only lose 4 units. I would have liked to ideally auto-resolve it. Look, you know what? I'm going to play this one, but I'm not going to be able to show all of it because we're nearly run out of time. I did mention the time restriction before. So what I'll do is I'll quickly play this one. And I might have to show you just some quick snippets from it. But it's actually... we've spawned up here, but it's nearly the exact same map. There's not too much difference. Alright, so Trigon's now into the thick of it. With his new armoured upgrades. But so far we're advancing and pushing into the settlement quite well. I just didn't want to lose those units. Look at him. He's crazy. Right, so we played that one. Decisive victory. We only lost 400, which is quite a bit in the end. But luckily we didn't lose too many units in the end of it. That was actually a bit of a tough fight. So we would have lost 4-2 this time. Yeah. I would have showed that one in the full, but like I said, the time restriction, unfortunately. Alright, so, Zinch? Or Kane? Or Khorne? I think we'll go with Khorne. And now we've got a bunch of missions going on here. Yeah, I think we'll just go with Glory there. And we'll go with here as well. We've got a commandment. What commandments do we have? Oh, so you can actually put it to a Chaos God. Well, we'll do it to Zinch then, I think. There's a small Norscan army now moving on in here. But that's pretty much it. He's level 6 now. We can't add any more or change to... Oh, yeah, we can change to... Bestial Wings, Bloodthirst. Nah, I think I'm happy with the Pestilence one, to be honest. So here are the various pieces that we've unlocked already in level 6. And it does look like a terrifying demon, to say the least. And here are some of the other upgrades as well. Well, unfortunately, I've got to wind things down here. Thank you very much for watching Episode 1 of my Total War Warhammer 3 Daemon Prince Campaign as my Daemon Trigon. Got to say a huge thank you to the Creative Assembly for sending me early access, of course, and making this video possible. So a huge thank you to them. Oh, we've got some Wood Elves. Oh, here we go. And some more reinforcements coming on in. Yeah, so we're actually quite close to them. We've got Marienburg, Nordland, and a couple of others there. We've got Kislev down here with Alexandrinov. So I did mention that we are really quite close to the Empire. Oh, here's Altdorf. Oh, here's Karl Franz. We've actually got line of sight now that we've taken the region, got these port cities. So, yeah, they came currently down in the bottom left of the map. So we are quite close. So potentially wars might lead us down this way instead of north and towards other chaos gods and stuff. But yeah, thanks for watching. Unfortunately, I've got to end the video here. And without further ado, I've got to say thank you to this month's patrons and channel members and play the outro now. But stay tuned for more Warhammer 3 content coming out on the channel. Unfortunately, it's time to end the video here. Thank you very much for watching. Check out my social media links in the description below if you want to stay connected with me. I also want to say thank you to this month's patrons and channel members: Victor K, Sebastian C, Jordan K, Caesar L, Brian S, Tao, Lion B, Kyle P, Tom C, and White P. My name has been Simpzy. Much love from Australia. I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.